What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 81. So this is going to be my full review for that. Last month we had a pretty good chapter, I would say, but this month was a step above that for sure. This one felt a little bit more eventful. There was a lot more pros to this one, I feel. So I'm glad that it improved this month. And to start things off, the chapter began with Gas using a heavy spell with his eyes on Goku and Vegeta, which kinda left them stunned because they couldn't move. As he's about to finish them off, Granola tries to sneak attack Elec. He charges at him pretty angry, and Gas ends up saving Elec by teleporting him away. Cool little panel right there for sure. And then Elec tells Granola, they have like a little conversation. He's telling Granola that Granola should be thankful to him because if he wanted, he could take Granola's life any second. And right on cue, Gas goes and breaks Granola's arms as Granola is charging up an attack to fire at Elec. And in this conversation, Granola also told Elec that he should not be thankful to Elec because if it weren't for Elec, his mother might be alive, his people might be alive, his planet would be in a different state. So he's putting all the blame on Elec, as he should. So nice interaction there for sure. Elec then also goes on to tell Granola that he will die the same way his mother did. And right then, he shoots him through the back with a gun. I think it's an energy gun, of course. And that, I think, just shows how evil Elec truly is. What a cruel way to try killing someone that already lost pretty much everyone important to them. Minus Monito, I guess, right? But, wow, it shows what kind of person Elec really is. And, just pure evil. I guess you could say he resembles Frieza in terms of that, because this is something I feel like Frieza would do too. And then the next scene that happens is that everybody's stunned that Granola might be dead. And right then Goku says he has to do something, he's getting mad. Vegeta actually lends Goku his energy, and that allows Goku to break through the spell. He charges at Gas, and as Gas and Goku talk, Goku says that he is mad, but he's not gonna let emotion mess up his special move, aka Ultra Instinct, and he is now in Super Saiyan Blue while using Ultra Instinct there. So he is pretty up there right now to compete with Gas. And something I just want to say, throughout this fight, and just throughout like this whole arc in general especially, Toyotaro has really been stepping up his art game. And I say this, I feel like, in every monthly review now, but I just gotta keep saying it because every month I feel like we're getting such amazing looking fights, amazing paneling in most chapters, pretty good choreography. It's gonna look so good when the anime eventually returns with all of this. So I'm so glad he's doing a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 job on the artwork like every month, for sure. So I hope that translates really well into the anime whenever we do get that back in the future sometime. So yeah, beautiful artwork. One of the cool parts of the fight here was that Gas actually summoned a train to hit Goku, and I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And then they have a pretty important conversation where Gas is mentioning that Goku lacks the resolve that his father Bardock had. And Goku responds back to Gas by saying that he wouldn't know that because he lost his memories when he was a kid because he hit his head. And after he tells Gas that, Gas is just even more like disappointed / disgusted, and he tells Goku that he would never lose to someone like him, someone who doesn't even know his past, someone who lacks resolve. We then continue to fight where they move now into the water, and Gas is suffocating Goku now in the water, and he's calling his race fragile, saying, wow, you can't even breathe in water, how useless, you know, just kinda throwing some more insults around. But there were some cool shots over here throughout the pages as well, and I just like that this fight just feels very unique compared to a lot of previous fights we would get in the old Dragon Ball. I feel like something that some people really overlook in Dragon Ball Super, that they've been doing for a good amount of time, especially now in the last couple arcs where they're really stepping up their game, is giving us more unique type of fights. I know that we still get the old school type of fights where we get, the good old fashioned key battle or air battle, and battles where like an opponent might just overpower one another, but we also get a lot of unique things like this where you have people like Gas with certain abilities, or even when you see Granola versus Goku, you see some beautiful choreography, and you also see some techniques that you haven't seen before, and I feel like they're getting very creative on that end for sure. So that is definitely something I gotta give them props for. I wish I could just recall every instance off the top of my head, but there has been a lot, and I hope they keep on continuing to do that. So after the water fight for a little bit, we actually see Monaito healing Granola. Turns out that Granola is alive, just barely, but Monaito is trying his best to save him. Gas finds out then that Monaito is a healer, so he decides to target him. Goku is also happy to see Granola alive, of course. So right as Gas is charging at Monaito to kill him, because he sees Monaito as a pest in his way, because everybody's just going to slowly keep coming back as he fights, right? So Goku grabs onto Gas and uses instant transmission to teleport Gas to Jocko, who is on a nearby planet somewhere where Goku could have sensed him. And I think that's a pretty solid way of getting him away. I don't think that's bad writing. I've seen some people give some takes on that. I think that is generally a pretty good way to write it, because it does make sense that Jocko would be out and about doing galactic patrol business on some other planets. So Gas and Goku talk a little bit over there, and Goku says that his instant transmission is superior to Gas's. And I agree with this, and I like this a lot too, because Goku spent years on this. Gas just got this through-ish. And Goku says that Gas could have tried all he wanted, and he would have not been able to teleport this far. And I like that Goku's kind of talking his shit over here. So Goku dares Gas pretty much at the end of the chapter to keep up with them, and then he teleports to another planet, and that's where the chapter ends. So now the big mystery here is, where did he teleport to now? Because he has to lock onto someone's signature, right? So he had to have gone to someone that he's familiar with, or someone he just sensed nearby. So I got 3 guesses for this. The first one, which this one I think is very, very unlikely, it would be he goes to the Namekians. But why would he do that? Because then it would be, in a way, like Moro 2.0. He's just bringing trouble to the planet. Maybe Gas wouldn't care to kill them, but why bring him to the Namekians, right? Second, he could bring him to the Earth, which I also think is a dumb idea, unless he needed some help. But I could see that. I personally can't see him bringing Gas to the world of Beerus and Whis. I can't really see that one, so I'm not even considering that. I mean, it might happen, but I don't see it. So actually, I have 2 more guesses. The first one seems to be a popular theory, especially on Twitter. Maybe we're going to be going to Planet Vampa, where we'll see Broly, and maybe this will introduce Broly back into the story. That could be a pretty cool one. I would be pretty happy with that. And the other one, which I think is going to happen, is that we're going to see Goku take Gas to Frieza. And I think this would be pretty cool, because Frieza could get involved in this arc in some sort of way. And I think this could be a good way for them to do that. So I think it's definitely going to be Frieza or Broly. Let me know who you think it's going to be in the comments below. Overall, this chapter, amazing. 10 out of 10 artwork. Story was pretty good. So overall, I'm going to give this chapter a 9 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorites in the last couple months. I would say the last time a chapter I enjoyed this much was chapter 77, where we were told Bardock's past. Ever since then, I remember chapter 78 was still a good chapter, but 79 was, a okay chapter. It was like solid stuff, but it wasn't like crazy. So we were slowing down a little bit in terms of how the chapters were received because of the pacing and all that too. But I feel like it's starting to pick up again for the climax of this arc. But that's my thoughts on this chapter. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? Be sure to tell me. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.